Hi, everybody. This is Zach from Myshire Farm. We typically do a live Q&A every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did want to come on live, and I will answer just a few questions. We are going to make this one a very short one. Since it is Mother's Day, I would like to spend some time with my family, and it has been a crazy day. So if you do happen to have any questions, oh, I will be happy to try to answer for you. Um, but sorry, trying to. There we go. But we are not going to be on live tonight. I do thank you for showing up. Um, Again, this is just going to be a real quick Q&A for Coturnix quail, anything that I can help with. So if you do happen to have any questions, I can help you out real quick. I would love to. I am very behind, so if you've tried to contact me today, I have heard my phone going off quite a bit today. However, it has been a crazy day. And it looks like tomorrow will be as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So I appreciate everybody showing up. If you do have any questions and anything that I can help with, feel free to let me know. I have had quite a bit of electronic issues today, so I'm still trying to pull that all up. But it looks like Ireland is in the house, so welcome. Montreal is as well. I just had a female chick, 2 weeks old. She died by the water supply. What could have caused that? It honestly could be a lot of different things. It could be a lot of different things. I would have to have a lot more information. Um, I'm assuming she's not the only one in there. Um, I would throw some electrolytes in the water, check your heat, check your feed source, and hope that that's the only one that doesn't make it. Kiki says, Happy Mother's Day, moms. Absolutely. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I have only talked to my mother for a minute and a half today, so I told her I would call her as soon as I can. I did not get a chance to before this video, so I will be doing that as soon as I get off here. And then hopefully I'll be able to spend a little bit of time with the family before it is the kids' bedtime and I go back down to the barn. It has been a crazy week. Washington's in the house. Welcome. Florida also is in the house. Again, this week we're going to have a very quick live Q&A. I don't know if you checked it out, but on Coturnix Corner on YouTube, we did a live Q&A last night. That's on his channel if you want to check that one out. That was pretty fun and a pretty cool collaboration between the two of us. So I'm pretty happy that we did that. And we did answer quite a bit of questions on there. I have not checked the comments. I've not been on my phone at all today. I've really got to try to get a bunch of stuff done. We did get NPIP tested this week, so that kind of took a lot of time out of my day. There was another time where we had to take an emergency drive to Michigan this week, and that was unexpected, so that was 9 hours out of my week. So it's just been one crazy week. So I apologize. If you're waiting for me to answer you back, I will. But I gotta get some things going. Let's see. Just wanted to thank you again for joining the live stream at Coturnix Corner yesterday. Got quite a few positive comments and a thumbs up. Excellent. I will definitely check all of that out. To be honest with you, I am absolutely exhausted. I will probably be calling my mom, talking to her for a few minutes and scheduling something where we can get together. And then I probably will not be on my phone the rest of the night because I need a break. My eyes are bloodshot. To be honest with you, in the past 8 days, I've pulled 2 all-nighters. So we've worked 48 hours straight twice in the past 8 days, just because we're moving birds and we're moving babies and we're doing inventory and we're increasing our breeders and we're getting ready for NPIP, and then NPIP's here for quite a while, and you know, we've got a homestead as well, so we're gardening, and then it's bad weather, so we have to cover everything up. It's just been nuts, and I'm sure a bunch of you have been crazy around as well. I do have a couple more comments. I really wish that more than one electronic in my house would work at one time. That would be fantastic. We're gonna see if I can get that going. Give me just a second here. Again, if you have any questions, I will be cutting this fairly short tonight. We're probably gonna do at the most 30 minutes, where typically this goes on for quite a while. Oh, look at that. I did get it up. There we go. So, Katernik's Corner, again, he's on here. Terry, if you haven't checked Katernik's Corner out on YouTube, I highly recommend it. I think he's got a great, great setup. I think he has a lot of wonderful information, and it has been an absolute pleasure working with him. I did come up with some ideas today. I've been working pretty much by myself all day, which is what I do on the weekends, and I kind of just put my headphones in, don't listen to anything, and I just think. I did come up with some ideas that I want to get with you, Terry, and obviously I'll read the comments on your post from last night, and we'll go from there. Larissa says, hi, Zach from Missouri. The chicks that we hatched from you are doing great and are beautiful. That is wonderful to hear. As much good news as I could hear right now is the best. So wonderful. Thank you very much. What percent of electrolytes and water do you use? We do, it says on the back, we just follow the instructions on the back. I think it's one of those packets for every gallon of water. I can't remember. But yeah, we just follow whatever the instructions are on the back. Hey from California, welcome. Looking forward to another egg shipment that should be coming this week. I hope so. I'm ready to get some of these orders out. I've been working a lot this week on reconciliation. So what happens is, if you know, there's multiple places where you can order. You can order on the website, you can order on eBay, you can order with PayPal, you can order with credit card, you can order blah, blah, blah. They all go to separate places. So I look them up every day and I write them down on my ship list that I keep in the barn. So about once a week, I try to reconcile and make sure I didn't miss any. I didn't, you know, somebody might have bought 120 and I wrote down 60, whatever the case may be, so there's no mistakes. I'm ready for this list to get a little bit lower, much more manageable. So I'm hoping that you go out this week as well. Gary from Franklin, North Carolina, watched the live feed last night, really enjoyed it. Wonderful. I'm really glad you did. Make sure that you check out, oh no. Hold on just a second, guys. My charger is not charging like it should. There we go. Hope that works. Yeah, if you haven't checked it out, check out Katernik's Corner. I've got to get back to my comments, sorry. Make sure you check out Katernik's Corner. Make sure that you watch the video or highlights of the video. And hit that like button. That would really appreciate them. And while you're hitting their like button, if you could just hit our like button real quick for this video, I would really appreciate it. This one is gonna be kind of off the cuff. I didn't even get the tripod out. It's just, I ran inside. I mean, it's been one of those days. I'm sure we all can understand that. Hello from Rhode Island. Hope you're doing well, doing very well. Staying busy, but I cannot complain about staying busy. Northwest Pennsylvania here. I have a male jumbo wild segregated from the females in 18 hours of light. They are pecking, pulling the feathers on the back of the head. They killed one this week. What should I do? You have a male jumbo segregated from the females. They are pecking, pulling the feathers. The hen, Dave Mong, are you saying the hens are being aggressive towards each other, or the male is and you pulled him? If you want to answer back, I will try to help you as much as I can. Kirk says hello from Louisiana. Welcome. You do look tired. Take care of yourself. I am a little tired. My eyes have been hurting a little bit today. It's kind of weird because whenever Jenna gets sick, she gets like a rash on her shoulders. Whenever I get sick or get really tired, my eyes become like bloodshot red. and they really hurt every time, like every time. I have no idea, but that is my telltale sign that I'm not feeling so well. But I'm sure it's sleep. If I can get a good night's sleep tonight, I'm sure I'll be backing at them tomorrow. Party animal, you better get some sleep. Absolutely. Yeah, two days. Well, we've worked 48 hours straight, um, twice in the past 8 days. Once was me, Jenna, and George. We just worked all through the night, and then the other time was just me. Um, all by my lonesome. But that's sometimes what you got to do, you know? Birds have cut egg production with our current heat wave. Started electrolytes. Anything else I can do short of taking them inside? Not really. Not really. You want to make them as comfortable as possible. Um, Electrolytes wouldn't be a bad idea. You could try Rooster Booster, which wouldn't be horrible. I would probably give them some fresh greens, such as cucumbers. But other than that, I'd really leave them alone, so you're not overly stressing them. Hello from Washington, Missouri. Just set 60 jumbos and 30 Tibetans today. Thank you for the eggs. Get some rest. Excellent. Please let me know how it goes. I am keeping track of the hatch rates, and good luck to you. How's the process of getting NPIP? It's not bad. It's a long process for me because we have so many quail. Every state is a little bit different. They do have NPIP website in every state. You can look up what the difference is. Typically, I think if you're under 500 birds, they'll typically test 30 of them at a time. You can be NPIP, which they come out once a year. You can be NPIP and AI clean, and they come out twice a year. And so we do that. This was our annual. He'll be back in October. Is that 6 months from now? I believe it is. And this was the first time that he was in our barn, our new barn, and he was quite happy with it. He's been here a couple times during the process of building it because we were trying to get their help as far as the biosecurity goes. But this was the first time that it was fully functional and he was here. So he was quite impressed, and that is a good sign. Somebody else liked the Caternix Corner video last night. That is wonderful. Sammy from Texas says, hello. Is there a specific brand of electrolytes you use? Save a Chick. Yes, for you that usually show up for the YouTube videos and I can never remember that name, got you this time. Let's see, what is rigor mortis in quail? We actually had that conversation last night. I don't really know. I mean, I know what it is. I don't remember. Somebody had asked how long, and I can't remember. Terry answered that question. I don't really keep track of that stuff. But if one of them passes away or something of that nature, then typically we get rid of them pretty fast, and so I don't really keep track of that stuff. I am trying to multitask right now. It is not going extremely smooth, so I apologize. But if you can give me just a second, I'm going to resituate here. And if you would be so kind to hit that like button while you are waiting, I would greatly appreciate it. Unfortunately, I don't even know where my tripod is, so I will definitely have to find that by next week. There we go. I'm pulling up the comments now. Let's see. And when we were starting out, our NPIP process did only take, I don't know, half hour, 20 minutes. Didn't take too long at all. Hold, please. All right. So, again, it's just kind of been a crazy day. So if this is your first time watching the YouTube channel, I apologize. It is kind of all over the place tonight. I try not to do that. Unfortunately, I ran in to a time issue, and I didn't have enough time to get everything done. So I ran in here at the last second. Um, Give me just a second here. All right, so um, hi, Zach. My growl feet quail are hatching. Have 6 now. Do you think more will hatch? Well, I hope so. I'm assuming you would get 25. You probably about the 25 count. So I would hope. I hope. You know, it depends on what day you're at. I would definitely make sure that your humidity and temperature are reading correctly, but I think you should be fine. Hi, Zach. 20 of 35 hatched so far. Very excited. I actually saw one quail hatch onto another by the neck, latch onto another by the neck as it was hatching. Drag it across the incubator and pull it out of its shell. Is this normal? I would think not, but I'm not too sure. I don't really watch them hatch very often. I'm usually moving around quite a bit. Sounds pretty interesting, but I would assume it happens. He uses Save a Chick that they have at Tractor Supply. That is true, but I am very proud of myself for actually remembering the name this time. My memory, guys, I'm worried about it a little bit. Again, I will be getting to your questions um, as fast as I can. We're going to try to cut this off at 30 minutes tonight, as it is Mother's Day. If you haven't, or if you already have, I highly suggest that once we get off here, call your mothers and enjoy them for the day. Even if you've called them and talked to them, can't hurt to call them again. Very excited to be calling my mom and talking to her for a few minutes. I have done some things with the kids to get them ready to do some fun stuff with their mother, my wife. So make sure you do that. Can you get the humidity too high on lockdown? I would say anything over 85% is in the danger zone. If you go over 85%, there is a very high chance of drowning the eggs. And so, yeah, I would say 85 is the absolute highest you want it to go. Hey, Zach, this is Kevin in Georgia. Just like the video and how those jumbo wilds coming. I will know much better as far as when I can get things out. I've got a very large ship day tomorrow, a very large ship day on Tuesday, and I'm not taking any extra orders this week. So by Saturday of this coming up week, I will have gotten out, I don't know, 1,500 times 7. I don't know, 100,000 eggs. I'll probably get out. No, that's not right. 10,000 eggs. Yeah. I'll probably get about 10,000 eggs out this week. And with no extra orders coming in, that should drop my list down quite a bit. And then I will be able to have a very good idea of where I'm at. And that is kind of the goal. So it's coming along. They're doing well. It's just I got overly busy and didn't do anything about it as soon as I should have. So it's completely on me. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I've got a couple more minutes here before I got to go. I do see quite a bit of people on here. I appreciate you joining. If you have questions or if there's anything that I can help you out with concerning Coturnix quail, please feel free to ask. I will be happy to try to help you as much as I can. We will be back this Sunday. I will be by myself this coming up Sunday. Dennis has got other stuff going on. Papa's got other stuff going on. I will have the tripod. I will have everything set up. I will be able to take my time and answer as many questions as possible without rushing. But because of Mother's Day and it's just been a crazy week, I need to get other stuff done. But I would love to be able to help you if you have some questions. And happy Mother's Day to all that that are mothers. I keep reading that quail cannot eat meat, and yet they need a lot of protein. Why can't they eat meat? Don't know. I've never given them meat. They're not really meat eaters, but the protein is I would recommend watching our video about our feed. It goes through what we feed and how we feed and when we feed. That would probably answer quite a bit of your questions. The protein helps them grow. The protein gets them to full weight, which is why you feed and why we all need protein. And protein is just not in meat. But that's as much as I can help. Zach, help. Oh, dear Lord. I will try. My birds are suffering from diarrhea 3 weeks now. I've treated them with Corid for 5 days. Then I tried Endocox for 3 days. Nothing seems to be working. What should I try next? I have not really dealt with that on my own. However, I have helped a couple people in the past, and it turned out to be the feed was not right for them. One person, I think one person just had really old feed. The other two people were using a certain brand that I probably would rather not mention on here. And it was just not going well. They did happen. We tried everything. We tried different brooder space. We tried to move them. We tried to separate them. We tried heat. We tried extra water. We put electrolytes in the water, which can help. Finally, I said, you know what, can you just go to the store and get a small bag of feed? And then within 3 days, there was no more fatalities and there was no other issues. So it was definitely a feed issue. I would definitely check into the feed thing. It might not be, but with the limited information I have as far as exactly what's going on, that would be my first thought on that. Hello from Western Washington. Hello, welcome. Heather from Vermont, welcome. Ordered 25, got 30. 9 not developed. I looked down all, no candling. 2 developed, but not pips. So 19 out of 30, 63%. I'll take 63%. I like the 73% a little bit better, but I'll take 63. So congratulations. I will look up your order and see what it is and see what the average is on that. I have been doing something a little bit different that might interest everybody. I will tell everybody what that is. I think it would be interesting, and I think a lot of people would be interested in knowing, but it shows me that there's 53 people watching. I need 45 likes before I tell you what I've started to do. And I think you will find it interesting. So hit that like button and I will be happy to share with you, as long as I don't forget. But I think you'll like it. So I need 45 likes. I need 5 more. Let's see, Doug, if I have 5 females and 2 male quail, will the males beat up each other and the hens? It's going to be close. I would probably get rid of a male if I were you. I do a 5 to, or I recommend a 5 to 1 ratio anyway. I would get rid of a male, but you could try it. I mean, they might all get along. Before I go any further, I did get the 45 likes. So we're averaging a 72% hatch rate on shipped eggs for the year. But then I thought it's a lot more work, but it would be interesting to try to keep track of hatch rates on all the different colors on shipped eggs. We do keep track of that here, but as far as hatch rate goes on shipped eggs, I really just write down what people tell me, and then, you know, calculate it up every couple of weeks. But I did start, I'm going to have to definitely come up with a much better system because obviously we have a lot of different colors. So I'll be doing that sometime this week. But I'm going to keep track of everything for about a month, month and a half, do the average, and then I would be able to share with you and put on the website in the description what our average hatch rate is on those specific colors. So I find that pretty cool and pretty interesting. I did think of this because I thought typically here, you know, let's say we average a 90% hatch rate. Well, on the jumbo wilds, we average about an 85% hatch rate compared to the regular 90%. the eggs are a lot larger. The larger the egg, the harder it is to hatch out a little bit. There's different factors into that. Jumbo males need to be switched out much more often than regular males, just because they're big and they just keep getting bigger and so on and so forth. But I thought it would be interesting to know exactly the hatch rate on everything rather than just an overall thing. And then if I see an issue, excuse me, if I see an issue such as, if we're averaging, the reason I thought about this telling you guys is because I thought, a 63% hatch rate is not bad. I'm happy with a 63% hatch rate. However, if we're averaging a 73% on shipped eggs, is there something going on? And if there is, it looks like I need to find out what they ordered, what she ordered, and then try to see the difference there. Is there some colors that are doing better than others? Because if our overall hatch rate is 73%, if I've got one color that's not producing as well as the rest, well, that 73% really doesn't apply to the people that buy just that color. So I'm going to be honest, it seems pretty simple. I don't know why I didn't think about this before. I just kind of balked everything together, but I will be working on that this week, and I think it will be beneficial in the long run for a lot of different people. And hopefully I will be able to learn a couple things along the way about the different colors that I have not thought about yet, and hopefully I'll be able to share that with you. So I'm pretty excited about that. Had an 85-degree day yesterday, and my birds and kept in shed. I found one of my male breeders dead in top layer nest last night. I have a fan and AC installed in shed. Any suggestions? It could be a lot of stuff. It depends on how old it was. It depends on how the weather was. We just went through a massive windstorm here. I mean, it was absolutely insane. I thought for sure a tornado was coming through. I mean, it had to be 40, 50, 60 mile an hour wind. I mean, it was insane. And when things like that happen, if you keep them in the shed or, if they get out of the routine, they really stress out. If they're close to not producing or they're getting to the end of their life or whatever the case may be, that extra stress really puts them over the top, and that could be the issue. But it could be a young male and it could just be a fluke, or it could be something happened, or, it's really, really hard to say. Typically, rule of thumb, if it's one, I would chalk it up to it was their time to go. If it happens more than once, then we need to take notes and then I can try to help you. But going off of a one scenario thing is really hard for me to pinpoint, unless you've got specific information, and then I can try to help. Salvador says, hello. Hello? Love and Life at Home. I love that name. Love and Life at Home says, hit the thumbs up, people. I would really appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up. Thank you very much. I'm so glad I caught this. Thank you very much. It usually is much better than this. I absolutely promise. I know that I shake a lot. So I know my hand is shaking quite a bit. I apologize. There's really not much I can do about that. I could have brought the tripod up like I normally do, but I literally got up here 37 seconds before I was supposed to go live. So I sat down in the chair and ready to go. So I apologize. But going forward, I usually do have the tripod up. I try not to rush. I try to answer as thoroughly as I can to help you. We do have a lot of fun along the way, such as saying where you're from and shouting out and things like that. But unfortunately, it's just a crazy week. And I apologize, but I've got to get some stuff done. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And so that's what's going on. Crystal says, hi, Zach. We were wondering if you were going to do a candling video. I did. I had major issues with it loading. I could not get it loaded, and I got to work on that. I apologize. I think what I'm going to do, I don't know what I'm going to do. I will get that done. I promise. I will get it done very quickly. I gotta come up with a system. Typically, when I do videos, this video happened to be like 7-8 minutes long. Long story short, I live somewhere where it has awful, awful internet. I mean, think about the worst internet service you can get, and then think about like 2 times worse than that, and that's what I got. So typically what I did was I would take the video and then I would go to somewhere that has free Wi-Fi, Starbucks or something like that, sit in the parking lot, and then download it real quick. Unfortunately, due to the COVID thing, I haven't left. So that's not really going on right now. So I need to come up with a different system. It seems as though that the live videos come in fine for everybody. So I might just do a live video on the candling. I'm not too sure, but I will. It is on my to-do list, I promise. Hey, Zach from California. My 13-year-old wants to write an essay for his chance to win the monthly egg and cage. When is the cutoff date for the next one? We do it every month. The cutoff date is the last day of the month. And then we will pick a winner and announce them on the first Q&A of every month. So I really confused myself on that, so I'm sure I confused somebody else. I apologize. The cutoff is the last day of the month every month, and we're doing it every month. That's the cutoff. The winner will be announced on the first Sunday on the live Q&A every month. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. It is a cage of all males. They have pulled the feathers off the back of their heads, and they killed one. Light is less than 18 hours. It could be a couple different things, Dave. One, it could be an overcrowding issue. It might be. We recommend 3 to 4 quail every square foot. If you've got an all-male cage, you might need to do more than that. You might need to do, 2 quail per square foot. Just because they are obviously a little bit more aggressive. The older they get, the more aggressive they'll be as far as that goes. It could be as simple as kind of redirecting them a little bit, maybe give them a good dust bath or throw some cucumbers in there and give them something to snack on. And they might get along. You could also lower the lights on that male cage to about 12 hours. And that might do the trick. So those are a couple tips that you could do that might help you. Sorry. Can quail be kept in pairs for a few days without the female being beat up noticeably? And can female be returned to a group without much bullying? That is always a tricky thing you want to do. I would highly recommend you don't move your quail very often. They really don't like it. You will lose a lot of production that way. You can keep pairs together, but that is risky. It all depends on the personalities of the quail themselves. When I do research, the minimum I do is 2 hens and 1 male. But I really try to get 3 hens and 1 male, unless it's a completely new color. We actually are just now starting on a brand new research that's 1 hen and 1 male right now. So I am trying, literally, I incubated 4 eggs just to try to get 1 more hen in there because I don't want her in alone. So it can be done. Moving them around is kind of tricky, but on our website under the blogs, Jenna wrote a blog a couple years ago, and it's titled, I believe, How to Introduce New Quail to an Existing Flock. It is very helpful. Those are the techniques we use, and that should be able to help you quite a bit. All right, I got a couple more questions, and then we'll get off of here, and we'll do this again next week at 7. Attorney's Corner says, time's up. Have a good night, Zach. Talk to you later this week. Thank you. Heather Cole says my hatch was the lowest so far. Feather sexable variety. Rest hatch have been around 80%. I will keep going as I'm assuming my crazy Vermont weather. Still snowing when last 2 weeks were in the 60s. Makes sense. Bart from Virginia said day 17, 3 hatched out of your jumbo wild eggs. That is wonderful. You're right where you pretty much should be. So I'm hoping that, Bart, when you wake up in the morning, you've got 54 more eggs hatched. That would be absolutely phenomenal. But keep me posted. I would love to know the details. More data for each color will be great. Awesome idea. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. Probably should have. Sammy Poi says, good night, Zach. Thank you very much. Loving life at home. It's all good, Zach. We appreciate you being there. Appreciate it. Thank you. Ryan Russell saying, wondering what your particular hatch rates are on autumn ambers and fab fees. That's what I have incubating currently on day 12. I know the fab fees are really high, like one of the highest. And the autumn ambers are, I mean, balked in. There's 2 on the lower ends that I'm already working on, but it's neither one of those. So as far as shipped, I don't know. I just haven't kept track of that stuff. As far as hatching out here, autumn ambers they're not standing out good or bad. So they're in the middle of the pack. The fab fees are one of the ones that stands out that seems to always hatch extremely well. So good luck to you. Herman Ray says, hello, Zach. Hello. I believe that I was supposed to call you today. I will get to it. I don't know if it'll be today. I'm working on everything. I promise. I'm sorry. Scott Goodlock from Michigan ordered 48 eggs, got 60, all intact. Thank you so much, Zach. They are in the incubator now. Wonderful. Good luck. Keep me posted. I've got a couple more questions left, and then we will get off of here. If you can, I'd really appreciate you hitting that like button while I finish up. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, Zach. My eggs shipped Tuesday. Tracking show still on the way. Tuesday. How long of a delay do you think would be okay before I have some problems with the hatch rate? My eggs shipped on Tuesday. Tracking shows still on the way. Oh man, okay. I will need you to contact me. If you could text me at 937-760-7282. If you can text me your name, what you ordered, and if by chance you have the tracking number, that would be fantastic. I probably will not get to it tonight, but the post office is closed. I will call the postmaster in the morning before I get eggs ready and ask him what is going on. But for anybody else that is watching, if your order has been out for more than 4 days, please, please, please let me know so that I can look into it. There's not a lot I can do, but I can at least try. But I would love to be able to try to help you out. If they shipped on Tuesday, which means they were laid Tuesday. So we're still in the okay zone, but we're getting to that red part of the okay zone. So we need to find out what's going on and what happened to the delay so that I can fix it going forward as well. But thank you for letting me know, and we will definitely look into it. So send me that information at 937-760-7282, and I will look into it as fast as I can for you. Steve from Bate City, Missouri, welcome. Horton Creek Gardens. Hey, can't stay, but I wanted to report I purchased 25 eggs. We have 24 hatch on Friday. You rock, and we're already ordered another 25. Thanks for all you do. 24 out of 25, you cannot beat that. I love that good news. Thank you very much for letting me know. Are you selling batches of females yet, or are they still out of stock? If so, were we able to request certain colors? I will not be doing any certain colors for quite a while. Usually during the year, I don't mind doing that, and I try to do that and help. However, with just so much stuff going on, doing inventory right now, I'm not even writing down what is what. I'm just writing down hen, straight run, rare, male, and doing inventory that way. When we get caught up and kind of slow down after this COVID thing is over, we do try to, Fab Fee, Jumbo Wild, Autumn Amber, Gold, and then we try to mark. But right now, I can't do it right now. But the hens are not available. I don't know when they will. The males ended up overtaking this week on my inventory hatch. We had almost, yeah, the males turned out to be almost 2/3. So that left me a third of hens, and I was not expecting that. But it's the way the cookie crumbles, because the week before helped me really get caught up with a bunch of orders that should have been out already, and I had about 2/3 hens that week. So, I knew it was coming back to me. Unfortunately, this was a bad time to do it. Sorry late, didn't think you was going to be on tonight. I did say that last week, and then I changed my mind because there was a lot of hatch rates that people wanted to share, and I thought we could do an easy Q&A this week, pretty short. So yeah. Verna says, hello, you were on last night with Katernik's Corner. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you for showing up now. If you are watching, I would really, I'm sorry, I got froze up for a second. I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button. I am about to get off of here. We're going to cut it short tonight. Let me read this last question real quick. Let's see. I just had a 92% hatch rate, 46 of 50 have hatched so far. That is awesome. Thank you very much for letting me know. I really appreciate it. And I love your name, Zombie Slayers 5. Really cool. 92% hatch rate on shipped eggs. That is phenomenal. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Stephen, for hitting the like button. I really appreciate it. So that is all the questions that are up right now. That's all the questions I'm going to take. So typically, if this is your first time, I am usually not this fast on trying to get off of here. I usually try to take our time, answer as many questions as possible for you. But it's been a crazy week, and I've got a billion other things I've got left. If you have tried to contact me through anything, social media, Facebook, Instagram, text, phone call, email, I am majorly behind. Unfortunately, I got to make sure the quail and the homestead is taken care of first. So that is what's going on. That's why I have not responded. Usually I try to respond within a couple hours. I'm at about 15 hours now, and I don't think I'll be getting to it till midday tomorrow. So I do apologize in advance. But I've got to get some stuff done and cleaned and organized to better assist you and keep my sanity. Because it drives me crazy when things are not done. So I will be getting that stuff done. I will be getting caught up. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for showing up. For all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. Please, if your mother is around, call her, go see her, do something, Skype her. I don't care what you do, but make sure that she feels loved. It is very important for us as sons and daughters to do that. More often than just once a year, but especially on this day, they deserve it. And so happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for spending some time with me. I hope I helped answer some questions. I will be back next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will take my time and get to a lot more questions. We will have some fun. I do have some things coming up. I have at least 2 surprises for you next week, and that I'm very excited about sharing. But until then, stay safe, and happy Mother's Day again. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.